What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tony D2 Wild checking in once again. Tony Digital bringing back another 1440p visual on the Too Wild for TV channel. I know you guys done missed me over here, man, and but best believe I will be going live maybe tomorrow. I'm thinking tomorrow. I think we'll go live tomorrow on this channel. You know, we got the inauguration going on right now, but I wanted to react to this video right here. The biggest problem in the sneaker industry. I don't have my green screen up right now, and I'm about to actually go live on Twitch, so I wanted to go ahead and knock this out with you guys today. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to react to this. Huge shout out to the homie Chris, Wear Testers. We're gonna be reacting to this video. We're gonna go ahead and hit that like, and we're gonna link this down below in the description to this video so you guys can go and check it out in full, man. But Chris actually did one of these videos probably about 5 years ago where he compared a Jordan 11, a UA one, to a real one, and he found a lot of differences in the air bubbles and the air units. Now, I've heard that from this one from multiple people like Rob Dollar, and I think Rob mainly, Rob Dollar Beats, salutes to Rob, had mentioned that pretty much that these things are identical. So I want to hear the difference here because I know what he said in his first video. I want to see Chris's thoughts on the change of UAs. So let's hear from the man here first, a man that's well in tune with Nike and Jordan relation wise too. So let's hear it, man.
We've got a bumpy ride coming. That's what she said.
One of the most well transitioned, well evolved channels in sneakers, man. Wear Tester, aka OGs, call him Nightwing. You know what I'm saying? Nightwing transformed his channel, and Wear Testers is a whole. He transitioned from Nightwing to Wear Testers, which was a great thing. The brand itself and everything about it. So you shot it Chris on that as well, man. I got to just give credit when it's due on that.
Hey, what's good, guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got something quite a bit different because it's not exactly a review or anything. This is more like a conversational piece. So the last video that we made that was a conversational style topic was how to cop shoes for retail and stuff, because it's really hard right now.
That's what she said.
And it's been very frustrating, especially for me, because I come from a day when there was no internet. You just walk into a store, that's how you were introduced to a shoe. You liked it. If they had your size, you bought it. And a lot of times they would come back in stock and be able to get them again. Like they'd be like, oh, you didn't get the 11s today, but we're gonna have more in like October or something. So we go from there to then camping out, to then camp outs are too dangerous, therefore we do raffles now, to therefore now those are even dangerous. So then we started doing online, like, and now there's bots and this and that and all kinds of, everything's kind of fucked up right now. And then we got the pandemic, so some people couldn't even go out, so it made more people just shift to online shopping only, and now it's almost impossible to get a pair for retail, which has opened the floodgates to the resale market. Now, the resale market on its own is a problem for the brands because that's money that you're leaving on the table right there. Like if a shoe, like say this guy right here, okay, this is a really good example of them, but this shoe right here came from this place and somebody sold these for like hella money and the retail was only $175. And to me, Jordan brand could have easily have made that money, maybe, I don't know. So
That's the main question here, and I respect that, and I agree. Like we mentioned, like that whole stigma of, you know, if Jordan Brand raises the prices, then it'll get rid of the resellers. But my question is really, because it's like, is that the case? Because okay, they raised the Jordan 1 Dior to $2,000, and it's going for what, 10? If they were to raise this Travis Scott to $300, do you think that the Okay, think of it this way. The resale, I'm just making this number up because I don't know where it's at currently. Travis Scott's going for $1,500 resale. Retail is $170. If they were to make that $170 now $300, do you think that that number would still be at 15? I don't think so. I think that number would go up maybe to 2,000, 2,500. I think it plays in, I think those two numbers correlate. So as much as you want to move one up, the other one's going to move up as well. I think that's just how it plays. That's why you got dunks that retail for 100, 110, only, you know, normally reselling around 200, 230, like around that price point, compared to a Jordan that's going for 190, reselling for 300. I think it all plays in correlation with one another for the other I guess example being the Dior 1 going for 2,000 but reselling for 10. The more you spend, the more it's worth, the more the resale.
So like, it's just weird to me that like that's a thing now, you know what I mean? But because these are so damn hard to get and they are so damn expensive to get, it's really opened up something that could be dangerous. Not dangerous as in like life-threatening, but just dangerous in the sense that you could waste your money, you can get screwed over. But where we have now stuff like these out on the market.
He's calling them these, and you're looking like, what do you mean these? I see Jordans.
Market, and this is fucking mind-blowing to me. Like, this is weird. He's not real.
He said he's not. These are weird.
They are so fucking close. I just can't believe it. So these guys right here, not mine. I borrowed these from a friend because too rich for my blood and stuff. Like at 175, I could afford these.
Chris, you got to get the aperture. Well, you got the aperture right, but you got that thing on 1.8 or something because your nose is in focus and everything else. And now you got to drop it down to about 3.
But at the
so that way everything is right here is in focus and then the background is dark. You got this thing on like 1.4 right now. And I could tell because like you got like a shade. The nose is in focus. Everything behind is blurred.
resale prices that they go for, I just can't. But this right here, this is where the
I love the setup though. Just get it up to about 2.2 about 3. Because like for instance, like right here, right? If I'm talking like this, eventually I'm gonna go out as focus. This mic is gonna be in focus. I'm gonna be a little bit blurry because I think I'm shooting at 2.8 right now. But that's why I just moved the mic out and I'm good to go. I don't know why I'm talking. Maybe Chris watches it, maybe he doesn't, I don't know.
The problem comes from, and a lot of, again, people, they're really in the sneaker world, while they're loyal to a brand, they're not quite loyal to the brand. You know what I'm saying? The loyalty lies within themselves. The sneaker business, especially with stuff like this where there's drops every week and people are copping all the time and things like that, it's a selfish thing. People want what they want and they want it now and they want it for a price that they can afford. And these guys right here cost less than the retail price of these. And they look almost fucking identical. And that's the part that could be scary because obviously like that's how a StockX is able to turn its business into what it is because it's like, oh, guaranteed authentic, you know what I mean? And so you can shop at ease, I guess, over there if you don't know what you're looking for. These are different enough where like side by side I was able to pick out.
Okay, so let's look here. I'm just looking at myself. I think I got a topic for tomorrow that I'm gonna write down. And it's around this. I have a topic. I'm not going to say the topic because I don't want nobody to jug it. But, hold on. I'm writing this down. This will definitely be a topic of discussion tomorrow revolving around the real versus fake. So we're looking at the pictures though here, and I can see some slight differences off the rip. Craftsmanship is the biggest part that plays here, but also the suedes. The browns are slightly different. The toe box, if you guys can see this toe box compared to this, you can see the suede more here. Like it's got the dark and then light, like the fur. This doesn't seem to be as furry. The check for the most part is good. The leather is a little bit more tumbled here, whereas a little bit less tumbled here. This is kind of similar. The brown looks slightly different, slightly. Back here, you can see like a little bit of the cut is not. Oh, you can't see it because I'm behind in front of it. You'll see it in a few. But the back of this, the ankle. Let me go ahead and just just like remove my whole goddamn. I need to make a. Hold on. Let me make a folder. Let me just make a folder. Let me just do this real quick, y'all. Put all this in here. Yeah, that will help it out. Okay, there we go. Now watch this. All right, y'all see that right here? That's like, you see like you said the fuzzies on that thing? There's no fuzzy. Everything here is just like really, really clean. So yeah.
Out the differences and things like that. So they're not quite identical, but from afar you would never know. And that's what really matters to a lot of people, is that they want to look like they're wearing these. Even if they can't afford these, they want to look like they're wearing these. And again, that could be real dangerous for the brand themselves, because not only are you pushing out your loyal customers that have been buying stuff like this from you since, I mean, if we're talking just Jordan brand, since like 98, and that's when the brand kind of like became an offshoot of Nike. So you're pushing people away from you because you're trying to capture this hype beast moment. And those same people are like, well, f you then, I'm going over here. They still want the shoe. They still want the Nike.
And respect to Chris. You see how Chris is like, he's not in the Section 8. He probably, I mean, who knows? He might watch, he might not. But let's just say I don't think he watches what goes down in every single day, the topics that Zaya or Skinny or Rob and them talk about. You know what I'm saying? But he's saying it. He's saying what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? So he understands the concept of where, like, what do you expect? Like, he's blaming the brands, which I think he should blame the brands too. One, for not coming out and fixing the real versus fake problem, you know, and not being able to authenticate. That's one thing. But then the other thing is, like he stated, like, trying to drive so much hype that you end up losing your fan base or your buyers, your loyalty, and people starting to go buy the UAs because they want to get, you know, they want their hands on it. My question is does Nike really care? Does it hurt them that much? Because at the end of the day, there is benefits to people buying UAs, regardless of the fact they miss out on that money, but they still get that promotion. It's still the Nike check that they're after. It's like free promotion.
Still want
But I can see where it's a problem, more so than, yeah,
the Jordan, but they're not giving Jordan the money. Instead, they're giving this guy the money. And if you wear fakes, if you wear reps, all that stuff, I don't care. You can do whatever you want to do with your money. It's on you. I don't want to wear something that's not authentic personally. Now, the scary part is that there's a lot of people that don't give a they're just like, nah, man, like, if you're not going to give it to me, I'm going to go get it one way or the other. Sometimes that could be with theft, like getting jumped. We hear about that all the time with stuff like this, the sneaker meetup or sneaker deal that goes bad. But again, this is another avenue where this is almost like a dangerous thing for the brand itself, because when a shoe could be knocked off so well, and I'm telling you, man, the leather on here is...
See, that the brown is totally different. So everything else is really clear, really close. But that brown, you can see it, man. Now, Rob might pull up in my chat. Zaya might, you know what I'm saying, troll Mageddon. What's good? They're going to probably say they got the next version, the newest version that's better. And I believe them. Because China looks at stuff like this, and then they go in back in that factory and get that thing popping. Man, it is scary.
Super good. The suede on here, the nubuck, is super good.
He's calling it suede and leathers too, by the way. And this guy knows his leathers and suede. So for him to call fake shoes leather and suede, obviously, I mean, that's, I'm curious to know, hey, you know, I might need to call him and ask him, like, Nightwing, we're reacting to your, we'll see, maybe I should get him on a video, but he knows leathers and stuff pretty well.
Like, if this was on a regular Jordan release, these materials, I'd be hella happy. And the fact that it's on a fake, I'm really confused. I'm just like, yo, you as the brand look so bad right now, where you don't give two fucks about the consumer. You're just trying to get your quick money and then be out. And these fake companies are doing this stuff, man, and it's like these look, they feel, everything as good as any retailed release. How is it that these can have just as good quality as those? And fakes have been around.
Well, I mean, Chris, come on, man. They're all made in the same country, in the same factory. Let's put it this way, right? I got my house. My next door neighbor got his house. We both got stoves, right? And we got our houses built by the same builder, right? He got everything I got. Yeah, but I mean, Nike doesn't own none of the factories, so for them, like, one factory and another factory they're probably side by side, or who knows, maybe a couple miles down, probably share all the same equipment, probably have access to all the same leathers and materials. So as far as saying, like, how are they getting it this good, it's not like the Nike factory has some sort of advantage. They don't. They're all fucking the same factories. You know what I'm saying? Now the difference is I got a stove, my neighbor got a stove, and we both got to cook eggs. I mean, I could probably make some better eggs than him, you know, but I'm pretty sure I could find someone else who can make better eggs than me in this neighborhood with the same stove we all share. So, you know, it's not it's not hard to understand when it's all coming from China. Now, if you got a stove in Atlanta and then you got somebody in Cali got a stove that's like some deluxe stove, then maybe his eggs might be a little bit better because it's a better stove. But they all sharing the same machineries and all that, and a lot of these fakes and reels are being made in the same exact factory. So yeah, forever. But they used to be very noticeable. SpongeBob Dub Zeros, Obama Jordans, the clear stuff. Like, they used to have like legit like clear Air Jordans, the weird funky colorways that now we even see as actual releases, like those low top Concord Bread Jordan 11 lows. You know what I mean? I swear that was a fake colorway back in the day when we were just kids. Like, I swear it might not have been, but I thought that it was. And now we've got stuff like this. And I made a video one time, a long time ago, about fakes, because like how early releases ended up being fake, and I got a lot of fucking heat for it. Like, the video's not even on the channel anymore because all of the people was mad at me and they were like flagging my stuff because I was messing up their I guess. And so I kind of like blew the load.
That's what she said.
Yeah, whatever. That's fine, whatever. But I like really blew the load off of that whole like early release are fakes type thing, and that really shined a light on super fakes. Like this is probably more of a super fake than anything else. Like if it wasn't for this midsole being kind of weird and pink, then I would never know, especially real quick. There's a couple other little tails, like this little guy right there. It looks like he's like printed into the thing. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but these guys right there is just kind of like, well, I mean, even then, like they damn near look the same, man. I can't believe it. So yeah, this to me is just really dangerous for the brand themselves, because a lot of people are taking this as an alternative to that. You make your product so scarce that real fans can't get it, only resellers get it. Or even if a real fan does get it, all of a sudden now you're enticed with, well, these are selling for $1,700. That's a paycheck. That's rent. That's a car note times 2, depending on your car. I could see where people are coming from. And on top of that, I know people personally that own these, the real one, but wear this one because they're not trying to ruin the real one. And that to me really blows my mind. I'm just kind of like, wow, really? Like, I don't blame them or anything. I'm just like, damn, you know, like if I bought this, I'd wear the fuck out of it. Not for this price, but like for retail. And I'd be happy that I even have these, you know what I'm saying? But then they're just like, no, this is an investment. It's one of them shoes, you know what I'm saying? And so they're just like, I'm just gonna go buy the fake one, and they look damn near the same. And that's the part where I'm kind of like, really, man?
Zaya, man, that's you right there, bruh. Chunky donkeys. I mean, what can I say, man? I mean, what can I say? What can we say? You feel me? Like, he's speaking facts. He's speaking facts.
And like, Jordan Brand, come on, dude. You know, like, you've got a big old issue right here. And yeah, man, I don't know what the brand is doing about it. I'm sure they're doing something. I'm sure that this doesn't make them happy, having them be this close especially. It's just not a good look all the way around. You can easily crush this kind of stuff if you would just make more of this stuff, which is really weird because to me, like, I couldn't get these. I just move on. I didn't really try for these anyways, but like, if I wanted to. But a lot of people are fascinated and stuck on this, and they want this so bad that that's their alternative, and they go for it. So there's somebody else making so much money on your name, on your product, on your stuff. It's just really weird, man. Again, if you wear this stuff, do you, man. It's not me, but do you. I'm also not surprised though. You know what I mean? When it's this good and you can get it for half the price, and I'm not talking about half of the resale price, half the retail price. That's the part that really fucking weirds me out. You can get this for half the retail price of that. I'm surprised anybody even buys this stuff. You can just hit up your plug, your Asia plug or whatever, and be like, hey, I need this shoe in this size. And they'd be like, dude, I got you. It's literally that simple. And they just make it, like printing money. It's weird as shit, man. And this kind of thing, I just think that the brand needs to do a better job at making everybody happy and stop worrying about that mindset of like, yeah, because you have this, like, because even the people that work at the brands, like, they flaunt this stuff, you know what I mean? They're like, look what I got, and they work there, so obviously you could get it, you know what I mean? And then it makes people that are actual fans of that stuff be like, man, well, I really want that. So you just open the door for this stuff. I don't know how else to explain it other than this is a big problem, and it allows so much weirdness to be in the realm of sneakers that I just feel like doesn't need to be there.
Oh my God. I really think that they don't have a problem with it. I really think that they look at it like more people wearing it, more people demanding for it, you know? The more people we see with it. More promotion.
Easily fix this mistake by making more fucking shoes and making it so that
Jordan Brand is only going to start caring when they start dropping shoes and they not selling out. That's where it would happen. Somebody dropped Travis Scott. If they were to drop Dior's for 2,000 and everybody went and bought UA Dior's and the real Dior's were sitting and everybody's wearing fake, then they would start caring. But as long as them bitches selling out,
people can
they don't give a fuck.
Get them easily. If they still want to flip them, whatever. And if they sell them for $250, whatever. But when you got a shoe like this where they sell for $1,700, I really don't blame anybody for buying this thing. You know, like you can't either as the brand. Like, come on. I know people from the brand, they actually have to pay resale on some stuff because they don't get everything like some people might think that they do. And they even have to pay resale on stuff. And I'm just like, bro, you really paid that? And he's like, yeah, man, you know, and he really wanted it, whatever. I do wonder if somebody were to walk in the campus wearing this, would anybody know?
With their Terminator eyes?
Something. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm just curious. Like, would they notice? Like, would they say something? Would they notice is the main thing? Like, would would they notice, be like, oh, or would they just be like, yo, those are fresh? I'm very curious, man. And I've seen a lot of people in this area wear this shoe, and now that I've seen these in this form, I really don't know what they're wearing. I couldn't tell you whether it was this one or that one, and I'm not gonna walk up to them with a magnifying glass and say, can I see the logos on the back? No, I don't care. A lot of Instagram people do it, you know, the famous people that's like trying to flaunt and get their little like clout or whatever and stuff like that. Man, it's a weird thing, dude. You guys are leaving money on the table as a brand, and that's like a #1 do not do as a company, is to leave money on the table. So that's the part where I'm just like, I get that when you have a release like this, it makes people really beast after the next one, or even something like the mochas where it's as close to this as you can get for retail. I get it, I do get it, but you have to understand that you can make more of these and still have that, you know, like you can have your cake and eat it too. Your Jordan brand, like why not? I just think it's really weird, man. They don't smell the same. It's close. It's close, but it's not the same thing. They damn near look identical though, man. That's the weirdest shit to me. Fakes in my day were so like, you know, as soon as somebody walked into school with a pair of fakes, you'd be like, bro, what the f? You know what I mean? It'd be some like crazy colorway. You'd be like, nah, man, these are customs. What? And you're like, they're not customs, man, they fake. I mean, technically, yeah, they're customs, but like they're custom made fakes. This though, man, this shit's wild to me, dude, wild. And look, if you buy fakes, I don't care. Again, like I said earlier, it's not my thing, you do you. If you loathe fakes, I don't blame you either. All I'm saying is that they're making it too easy at this point. Just making more shoes. It's really that simple. It's a big problem, especially when this is better quality than this one. And this is an actual release, you know? The leather on here, the suede on here, the nubuck or whatever. This is a better made product than the actual product. That's a problem. But you guys let me know what you think. Do you with stuff like this? Like if you can't get this for retail and you're not willing to pay resale, are you
I'm with it. I'm with
maybe you got
I'm with Chris on this. Like I don't give a damn. I just have made that transition a long time ago with what I do. That I'm just done with the whole, you know, buying the foo-foos and all that. But I'm not gonna tell somebody, y'all need to buy real. You need to do it. You need to do it. You know what I'm saying? Nah. I can pass. I can miss a Travis Scott and never get it. I'm gonna be okay with it. I own 400 pair of shoes. I'm trying to get rid of some. There's gonna be stuff that's gonna drop now that I'm gonna miss. There's gonna be stuff that's gonna drop in the future I'm gonna miss. There's stuff that passed in the past that dropped that I miss. I'm okay with it.
Somewhere else. I'd love to know your thoughts. Again, I think that it's a big problem in the sneaker industry, especially when it overshadows or damn near looks identical to the real thing. It makes the brand look bad. It just does. If they can make these just as good as these, I just feel like that's probably the worst problem that they've got, because somebody's out there with the blueprint of this and they're just making it no problem. But sound off below, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. I'm not going to tell you where to get one or the other. You can get the real thing at all those resale places, you know what I mean, like wherever. But I'm not telling you where these came from, because I don't want anybody buying this stuff. I just don't think that it's cool. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support, and until next time, guys, have a good one.
Yeah, man. Oh my God, what is going on? Great video. I will link it down below in the description. Let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below as well. And yeah, we out, man. Peace.